I am back, y'all. And we are reading more Age of Apocalypse. Like I said, we're coming to that point that everything is coming to an end. Let me readjust my camera a little bit real quick. I didn't do what I hoped, but there we go. That's a little bit. We're at the mercy of my baby girl being asleep. So I'm going to try to make it through this. Probably won't be as good as last night, because last night was the first time I read it beforehand and then came in. But here we are. This is the last book in the X-Men line of the Age of Apocalypse. And remember, I've told you guys that this is Cable. So X-Men after Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. And there we see X-Men sending over defeated Mr. Sinister. The truth, more often than not, is a simple thing. Then why is it equally as often so painful? What exactly do you mean Domino has failed? The telepath, my liege, which you sent her to retrieve, still lives and is sending out a tidal wave of energy on the astral plane, which I have distributed among my many host bodies. Stanley presents The Art of War. And what of Domino? Is she dead, Shadow King? It does not appear so. I sense only that she is somehow empty, as if her soul had been extinguished. I have never known Domino to fail at any task I appointed her to. She has the innate ability to have situations turn out to her advantage. Enough! Have you forgotten to whom you speak? I did warn you of the enormity of the telepath's powers. The enormity of the... I am the Lord Apocalypse. This planet fears my very existence. And yet the telepath still lives. Yes, a clear example of survival of the fittest. Thus Domino has proven unfit, and this telepath has become more of a nuisance than I expected. I will deal with it personally. But now I have more pressing duties, which require my undivided attention. Let us continue, Magneto. I don't care. You can tell me. I don't care. You can tell me you're Sinister or the Man in the Moon. After what you've done, you're still gonna die. It does not matter if you are the tyrant of a world or a young man living in it who searches for answers. The truth can have a terrible price. How gratifying. The boy's power is nothing short of astounding. This will prove challenging. I trusted you, stood up for you. You betrayed me and my friends. You killed Forge, the most important person in my life. True. Don't you know why? I have no intention of fighting you, Nate. If for no other reason, you might get hurt. And then neither one of us would get what he wants. What I want you dead. You're angry about Forge's death. Understandable. He'd become something of a father figure to you. But Forge only found you the way people find money. It's good for the person who finds it, and bad for the one who lost it. Nate, I do not deny that you may have the power to destroy me. If anyone would know, it's me. And if we take that as a given, why not indulge yourself by hearing a bit about your past, before you choose to obliterate the only one who knows the truth? You mean more of your lies. I scanned you when you first came. If you could fool me then, why would I believe you now? Fair enough, but why not make the choice after you've heard the facts? There are things I know Forge couldn't have told you. About your parents? Look inside me, Nate. Use your telepathic gift to see what has been kept from you. Traveling in psionic form, the pair returned to a memory, to a hidden laboratory Sinister kept from Apocalypse himself. Look at the magnificent effort I made on your behalf. Is that me? But I don't remember any of this. Of course not. How I labored for centuries. Hold on. 1 second. For centuries I waited for such a magnificent combination. How I labored. For centuries I waited for such a magnificent combination. The prelate Cyclops with a wondrous telepath named Jean Grey. I waited for the two of them to come together finally. With a slight touch of growth acceleration, the result was more than I could have imagined. That's a lie. I was taken from the pens, tortured, but I escaped. Really? Size shift to a different time. The tunnel's underneath the pens. Come with me if you want to live. Who are you? I hope you appreciate the irony as I do. Your father aided you in your escape, although he didn't know of your connection. You weren't there when this happened, but I was, in the shadows, powerless to stop you. Wait, I'm out of here. I couldn't risk Apocalypse learning of Cyclops' treacherous actions, and it was far too soon for my liege to know of your existence. I had thought I'd lost you. Heard enough? Psst. Can you now begin to understand my dilemma? Apocalypse and I once shared a mutual interest, the evolution of the Homo superior. But where I was poised to bring life up to the next rung on the genetic ladder, he now embraces only death. He has to be stopped. Why tell me all this? I want you to fulfill your destiny. My destiny? Yes, to kill Apocalypse. You. Run while you can, boy. We'll hold Sinister here. Go, Nate, while you still got a chance. Unfortunately, the unexpected arrival of Teresa and Sauron, Nate's last surviving friends, only complicates matters. It's you guys who should leave. Nate, let us help you. No, I can make you leave telekinetically. Ungrateful whelp. Nate, this is gonna get ugly. Go, this is gonna get ugly. Okay, mister, time for you to listen. I'm not, and I've never been your puppet. You may have had some adventures with hold on, there we go. Check something. I'm like, I've been reading this long and I never checked the audio guide. You may have had some adventures with Forge, which allowed you some autonomy, but make no mistake about it. This is something I have had planned for a very long time. I have no intention of allowing you to stray from the original purpose. You are nothing more than a weapon for me to point at Apocalypse. Liar! Nate channels all of his telepathic energy to his fists, bringing down a force upon Sinister, the likes of which this world has never seen. I have memories, and dreams, and hopes, and loves. Doesn't matter what you say, or how you twist the truth. I am not anyone's project. And now, I'm all alone. There is one truth Nate will take away with him this day. Vengeance is at best a hollow reward. It will not bring back Forge or the friends he lost in this war, and it will not begin to fill the emptiness he feels in his heart. All right then, Sinister. You have taught me something. It's only a matter of time before Apocalypse comes for me. Unless I get to him first. Well, that was difficult, but not impossible. It matters little what the boy believes, as long as he succeeds in his curious. I'm actually bleeding. Is it possible after all this time? Can I be? There was a man who, in exchange for near immortality and the opportunity to freely conduct his heinous genetic experiments, sold his soul to the devil named Apocalypse. Dying? At the end of his life, everyone he knew, everything he touched, has slipped away from him, leaving no one left to mourn him. Later, all that remains are the goodbyes. Nate, where will you go? What will you do? The last thing Forge said was for me to find Magneto. And before you ask, I can't put anybody else in danger. Apocalypse won't stop until he finds me. I have to do this alone. I'll never forget you. Teresa, take care of yourself. Sauron, promise me you'll watch over her. Don't worry about the girl. Just be careful yourself, whelp. So much about my life I don't understand. Sinister's lies don't make it any easier. And now, without Forge, maybe Magneto knows. But how do I find somebody who doesn't want to be found? Maybe those times I side-linked with Magneto weren't an accident. Maybe Forge planned it all along that I could contact him, just by thinking about him. My head hurts. My head still hurts to Silink. Whoa, that's Apocalypse himself, and he's wiping the floor with Magneto. And I know right where they are. Soon, following the truth will bring you full circle. Nate finds himself high above what was once the island of Manhattan. Weird. At this palace of Apocalypse. It's the place he called home. It's the place he called home. Come all this way, and it's like I can feel somebody tugging at me to come inside. Is it Magneto or... Here is the power base from which Apocalypse's evil spreads, where a dream of all men are created equal was aborted, and the nightmare ruled by genetic superiority began. Whoever it is, I'm checking out. Beneath the Citadel, Apocalypse keeps hundreds, perhaps thousands of mutants for gene testing. Unspeakable horrors are made in the name of the survival of the fittest. Unknown to Nate, these pens are in an uproar. The order has been given: exterminate the lot. Run! They're killing everyone. See X Factor, X Facts. Shoot them! Shoot anything that moves. Hey, Pinhead! You picked the wrong guy to mess with. Jean, I'm alright, Scotty. Scott, this way. Whoa. Oh my god. Nate doesn't understand it, but he knows that this is who is tugging at him. Maybe it's a fragment of a memory from being inside Sinister's head, or something more primal, how every child knows his parents, also known as Cyclops and Jean Grey. All at once, Sinister's lies don't matter. There is so much he wants to say, to learn, to ask, but his heart aches, fearing that this is neither the time nor place. No! This isn't the mere touching of minds that creates the devastating sonic backlash, but something more emotionally charged. The ignition brought about by the bond between a mother and her child. Stop it! You're hurting her! Scott, no, you don't understand. This young man is a friend, and I suspect much more, right? How? I've only talked like this with one other person, and he is gone. I can tell you are special. And now you're alone. Would you like to come with us? No, it seems my whole life someone's been telling me about my destiny. And for just as long as I've been running away from that, too many good people have died already. Too many people that I've loved. And I owe it to them, and maybe myself, to do what I'm supposed to. You're right. The time has come to finish this fight. Good luck to you. When this is over, if I can, I will find you. It is strange, but in his heart, Nate knows that under different circumstances, these three not only would have been together, they would have been together. They should have been together. Scott, we have to go. I know, Gene. It's just, I think I remember that kid. Years ago, I helped him escape from the pens, and even then, for some reason, he reminds me of myself. In the end, we only have the truth. When a man named Charles Xavier died, the madness of the Age of Apocalypse was set in motion. I'm coming for you, Apocalypse! And yet the hope which Xavier inspired somehow survived. It is a testimony to the blind truth of Xavier's dreams, that all people should live together without oppression or bigotry or hatred. When it came, the X-Men and women who fight for a better tomorrow with every last breath, with it came the X-Men and women who fight for a better tomorrow with every last breath, regardless of the cost. And it brought about a young man who today joins the forefront of the battle, without ever knowing Charles Xavier, but is willing to die for what he believed in. His name is Nate. Next, Nate versus Apocalypse in X-Men Omega. Then in 30 days, you demanded we deliver Cable 21 and X-Men number 5. So, the reason they say all that real quick is that I've told you guys, this is Cable. This is the Age of Apocalypse counterpart. And Cable was originally created, but Sinister got wise to his plan and Apocalypse got wise to Sinister's plan in the main universe and created the techno-organic virus, which is a cybernetic virus that makes Cable turn into a cyborg. It's not like this got blown off and he got that put there and then he lost his eye and had that put there. This is a virus that takes over his body and turns different things into metal. That's my son. You can put this like, and This is what Nate Gray is what Cable would be like if he didn't have the techno-organic virus. And so, Cable was originally though made to defeat Apocalypse. So a lot of this is a showdown of what Cable should have been doing and all that shit. Anyways, guys, I didn't record this, and I think I can download it off my page. I just realized. But I'll catch you guys in a bit, and thank you guys for listening to me. Peace.